purpose of this tutorial is to introduce you to ConceptBoard, which is very similar to Real-Time Board that I discussed in my tech tutorial last week. ConceptBoard is a collaborative board that can be used with multiple users to create documents. The nice thing about ConceptBoard is, like Real-Time Board, it links directly to your Google Drive account. You can invite multiple users to edit the doc at once, and using the free ConceptBoard account, there are many great features. To get started, click on Login, and if you do have a Google Drive account, log in with Google. If not, you can create an account using a different username or email address and password. Once you've logged into ConceptBoard, you'll be taken to your dashboard, which looks like this. It has a list of all your recent activity, as well as it has suggestions for what to do with your ConceptBoard account. To get started creating a new board, you can click on the orange New Board button to the left. The first thing you'll be asked to do is to name your board. And then press Create to begin. The first thing you may want to do is add other users that you'd like to be able to edit the board collaboratively. You can do this by clicking on this button here to the left and either sharing a link to the board or inviting users via email. There's also a share button here to the right, which will take you to the same screen. Once you've added users that you'd like to be able to edit the board collaboratively, you have the ability to adjust the settings of your board. Here you can turn off the Edit Collaboratively feature if you want this board to be edited by a student independently. You also have the ability to delete the board if you no longer want it used, as well as update the name of the board. The next thing you may want to do is start uploading files or documents to this empty space. By clicking on the More button, a series of different tools will appear, but to the left there's an Import button. By clicking on the Import button, you have a few options. Either you can browse if you have access to a drive within your computer and upload one of the available supported file types that you see listed here, or you could use the Screenshot applet. The Screenshot applet is very neat because it allows you to take a screenshot of any page and it will paste it like a picture onto your collaborative concept board. I'll show you what this looks like here by going to this PDF document. I can adjust the frame to cover the text within this PDF and then press the Capture Frame Content button. And now if I go back to my concept board, that document will appear here. I can zoom in to view it further or closer and then zoom out as well. Now from here I can do a lot with this text. I can choose to annotate it and create a comment or create a sticky note. So if I use the comment feature, I can point the arrow to a certain portion of text and create a comment. And using the note feature, which looks like this, I can insert a sticky note, which can be, you can also change the color of that sticky note if you'd like as well. You can change the font of that sticky note to look more like handwritten. You can also change the color of the note like this. You can change the size of the text and how the text is aligned as well. You can change the order of the objects that you've placed on the board, bringing some to the front and some to the back as well. You can even duplicate it if you choose to do so. The next tool that you have here is the Scribble tool. And if you'd like, you could select a fine pen tool, a medium pen tool, a fat pen tool, or a highlighter. If you are using a PDF, the highlighter may be a really great tool that you'd want to use with your students. The next set of tools is Shapes. Here you can select Headline if you wanted them to be able to type in a headline, Text Bubble, which is very similar to a sticky note, use a rectangle, square, or rectangle, circle, or line tool here. And once again, you can edit the text had you chosen the headline tool or the text bubble tool, and change the color here to the right. There's also an eraser tool to get rid of anything that you had done that you no longer want, and select will allow you to edit something that you had previously created. There's also an undo and a redo button. And then here to the right is where you can actually zoom in, zoom out, and see a history of all of the actions that have been done to your collaborative board. Once you're finished with your board, you have a few different options. You can either choose to have the board itself saved to your Google Drive account, and the next time that is clicked on, you'll be taken directly to the board itself. So if I go into my Drive, you can see the board itself is saved like a document would be saved within my Drive. You also have the ability to save this document by clicking on the attachment tool button. You can export it as a PDF, or you can export it as an image as well if you choose to do so. The last thing I'd like to show you about using ConceptBoard is here at the bottom. So if you click on these arrows and expand this bottom bar here, there's a chat feature. And this way, if you have students using the ConceptBoard, they can have a conversation about the project that they're working on, and it will be tied to their account, so it will have their name next to their comment. And all comments will look like this, tied to their name and the time that this comment was created, as well as the date. This tutorial has been intended to show you how you can use ConceptBoard to create collaborative boards with multiple people.